we're here with our August Athlete of the Month, Lisa Wilber. Lisa is married to Coach Jay. And first question, Lisa, how's it being married to Coach Jay? Everyone wants to know.
It's an adventure, that's for sure. Anybody who's met him knows he's definitely a personality, all personality, so yeah, never a dull moment.
We love Jay, it's true, there's never a dull moment with him. So let's kind of back things up a little bit. What was your fitness background like, your athletic background like growing up? Did you play sports? Did you do a lot growing up?
I played a little sports, but I was always, good enough to make the team, but I rode the bench, so I would have never...
What sports did you play?
Softball and basketball.
Cool.
But, of course, guard. But, yeah, I never really considered myself an athlete per se, but after high school I knew I needed to do something, so I would go to the Y and get into aerobics classes, and did the step aerobics thing, the Taibo thing.
Cool.
And, but nothing like what we do here.
No. So what were you doing before CrossFit, and when did you start CrossFit?
Mostly I was doing boot camps before CrossFit, boot camp style workouts and running distance. I did quite a few half marathons. Nothing, crazy, but I did okay.
Yeah.
I never got to complete under 2 hours, but my best time was
for a half.
2:02. Yeah.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah, it was good. I was proud of that.
Cool. And so when did you start CrossFit? You started when we started, or when did you start CrossFit?
I got a little flavor for it at another gym, but it wasn't until coming to CrossFit Palm Beach and the atmosphere that we have here that I really started taking more of an interest in it and wanting to learn more and wanting to improve on my technique and abilities. So you guys,
cool.
Everybody being so helpful.
Awesome. Was there anything, whether it was here or at the other time you tried CrossFit, was there anything about that first couple experiences of CrossFit that were memorable? Did you have any tough workouts or anything that was memorable about your first experience?
Not that I recall what would be memorable, other than just the challenge, the self-challenge of it, and trying to get a better time, or trying to lift a little more than before. There's always the RX workouts, and so your ultimate goal is, now it's RTG, but for me it's still RX, to be able to do an RX workout and be solid about it. But no, it's just the overall experience of coming to the box every day and seeing people that enjoy doing the same thing that you do, and having that camaraderie. It's really a cool thing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So speaking of challenges, one of the reasons we picked Lisa is because she did 2 competitions recently. She did our Deadly Duo in-house competition, then she did her first competition that wasn't an in-house competition. She did Clash of the Fittest, and she did it with her husband Jay and 2 of our other members. They did the Masters Division. So what made you decide to do those competitions, especially the outside one, and what was it like? Were you nervous? What was...
Oh, yeah, absolutely. No, I remember seeing something posted in our CrossFit Palm Beach Facebook about Clash and there being a scaled division, RX division, and I was like, well, let me go online and see what the scaled standards are. And when I saw that there was a Masters, I tried looking at to see, okay, what's the requirements for Masters? So I emailed them, and they were like, we just asked that all team members be over 40. Yes.
Win, you got that done.
Yeah, so it was. Then I immediately knew, Jay, and then I thought about Brian and Marcy, because Marcy, and Brian, they're just really great athletes and great people. So, and being 2 married couples that are from this box, I thought it was a really cool idea.
Yeah, you guys were a great team. Were you happy you did it? What was that experience like? Was it fun? Was it?
I was really nervous at first. Like when I started seeing the workouts come out, it was like I just thought to myself, "What have I gotten myself into? This is like way over my head." but you know, with the support of everybody, and it was just, you know, it was like, no, this is gonna be good. But yeah, I was very nervous, and going into each event was extremely nervous. But once you got going, it was kind of like it all just went out the door. You know, it was like being here doing a WOD, except you're doing it to an extreme.
There's other people watching, about 100, 200 other people watching.
It didn't even faze me. It was just, you know, I was in the zone.
Awesome. Cool. So I have some rapid fire questions for you. What's your favorite CrossFit movement?
Oh gosh, favorite. I think it'd be easier to ask me what my
All right, let's start there. What's your least favorite? Let's go through the list.
Back squats and box jumps. They kill the knees.
Least favorite. All right.
So pretty much everything else would be on the table for a favorite.
Okay, cool. And do you have a favorite benchmark workout? One of the girl workouts or hero workouts or anything like that?
I like the hero ones better.
Yeah.
I don't like the girl workouts because I'm not a sprinter.
You like the longer,
I like
more
the
enduring
longer, more
ones?
endurance ones.
Okay.
Can I say that there's a favorite? Not that it's a hero one, but I like the 12 Days of Christmas.
Okay.
I actually wish we would do that, like midway in the year, more than just once a year.
We could add a 6-month mark.
I
think we could.
That way you
I
can
know some
kind of
people
build
might be
up.
able to make that happen
Yeah,
for
I
you.
like that one.
All right. Do you have a favorite cheat meal? Okay, you've been eating good all week. Saturday night comes around. Where do you go? What do you get?
Gosh, I'm not that strict on my diet, but I guess if I had to say a cheat, it would be pizza.
Pizza.
Yeah, the crusty.
Crafty crust.
Crafty crust. I was introduced to that, and I'm hooked.
Nice. Me too. Me too. Do you have a favorite quote or motto that you live by?
Oh, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I have to say I live life by that motto.
Nice. And then you talked about the injury a little bit. You kind of mentioned that. Have you had any setbacks since you started CrossFit? Anything that you've felt like you've had to overcome that maybe you can help other people with that you struggle with or anything like that?
Just keep at it. You know, it's we're all work in progress. You know, we are all a work in progress. And if there's something you can't get, just keep trying. I mean, 2 years of being here, my kipping pull-ups are still not quite there. I keep trying. Eventually one day it'll happen.
Yeah. You always have good days and bad days.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. And that's what's so great about CrossFit. I mean, I can't say enough about it. So.
Awesome. Cool. What goals do you have for the future? What are you looking to accomplish in the future? Anything specific in mind? Kipping pull-ups? Anything else?
Yeah, get more proficient with that and just improve on my technique with all the Olympic lifting because it is so technique driven, and just try to get better on that. If we have another Masters thing, I would totally do it again. It was a lot of fun. And,
definitely.
We have that environment to kind of propagate. That's the only word I keep thinking of. I don't know.
So what advice do you have for the person who's interested in starting CrossFit and is maybe afraid to start or hasn't yet taken that leap yet? Any advice to that person?
Just come in, and introduce yourself, say hi, and if you're not, I think my most advice, if you're not sure about anything, just ask. Because don't be afraid to ask that you're gonna look silly and don't be afraid to start lighter. Don't try to be, big man on campus and lifting that crazy weight that other people, it's really not beneficial to you. And if you have any questions, just ask, am I doing this right? Does this look right? I think that's where, a lot of people get kind of afraid to ask questions. And
definitely.
Am I gonna be stupid if I ask this question? It's
yeah.
No, never.
Awesome. All right. Well, I think that wraps it up.
Great.
Thank you for joining us, and
Thank you.
congrats on your Athlete of the Month.
Thank you.
Lisa, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
We have like a saying in CrossFit, like the only person you're really competing against is yourself. and I think you kind of like show that better than anyone. Like when it comes to competing against someone, yes, you did the competitions, but you aren't a competitive person.
No.
Like I never see you like looking at the person next to you and like being like, all right, I'm gonna beat them. Like, but you have incredible amount of drive to be better than you were, you know, previously, and set new PRs. Like, where does that drive come from to just beat yourself and be better every day?
I guess not sure where that comes from. Maybe I honestly I can't tell you where that comes from. I want to say maybe from, I don't know, being in a dark place at one point in time in my life, and trying to get yourself out of that. I never want to go back to that dark place, so trying to kick myself in the butt all the time to just do a little better just for myself. I don't know, I think with CrossFit, I mean, the whole community, not just our box, but I feel like, my personal opinion is we all have, it's a very unique thing that we're doing, and not everybody can or wants to do it. And I think that when you meet another CrossFit person, you know, even if they're just a few days a week, whatever, that makes them stand out. So it's like, I don't like to discourage, I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but
no, it's definitely that shared strength.
Yeah. And I like to recognize that and to support that. And yeah, it's for me, it's all about making myself better and no.
So you would say like CrossFit has really made you stronger mentally, like just as much physically, or maybe even more, it sounds like?
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Definitely the physical part of it. I do feel like I've gotten stronger since over the past couple of years. And mentally, I think only because our box in particular, I think, has a super special atmosphere. Like, we're all about promoting one another and not, you know, beating each other down or anything like that. I think that's something very unique that you guys have helped instigate and get going, and it's a nice environment to be in, and it really is.
Thanks.